Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Weatherfans Live here on a Saturday, which is the 18th of April 26. As you can tell, Saturday night lives are here and Sunday night lives are no longer, well, at least until my work decides to change the shifts again. Here she is. We start with Stormy, who's climbing up the settee at the moment. So hello to your fans, Stormy. So there's little Stormy straight away. Want to go? Hi, Dan. Behave. So I was not surprised. Stormy was right next to me there. It's been curled up the settee beside me. So let's have a look at the chat. See who's with us so far. Good evening to Laura. Hope you're doing well. Good evening to Dog Training. Good evening. What an outbreak for the USA yesterday. Some great chasing. It was absolutely fantastic. I was watching Ryan Yall live from about 7 o'clock through to around about, it was getting close to 12, half 12 this morning. So probably didn't get to sleep till about 1 o'clock, and my daughter woke up at 5:30, so I've had about 4 hours sleep, but at home still awake. Good evening to... I recognise that name. She lives with me. Must be able to fix my lodger. I heard that. Stormy. Laura says hello. And so does Dog Training. He's having a wash there. Good evening to Paul James, our mod. Hope you are well this evening. I stayed up to watch it, but I had to nap this afternoon. Yeah, honestly, I think at one point, I think it was about 16 tornado warnings in force, which was ridiculous. Because I had been watching during this week the increased levels of severity. I did actually get up to in moderate risk yesterday, with second tier down from the high. Good evening. Who's that? Paul James said hello to you, Stormy. You want to say hello to your fans? Or do you want to scratch my arm off to pieces? She's literally just arm's reach away. She's just having a wash beside me. So, yeah, first Saturday, proper Saturday night live. It's just the usual shenanigans of the latest in our UK weather for the coming week. Take a look at the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts and also what's happening in America for the coming week. But first, on Wednesday, some parts of the UK did actually experience a thunderstorm, including here at the Weatherfans studio as well. We did go live on our Facebook page, but looking back at the footage, I think you can see the flash of lightning, but you can actually see the strikes apart from one tiny bit. But that is on our Facebook page. But what we're going to look in a second is the images from our Facebook. And Laura's just said here, you got some good lightning the other day. I certainly did, but as I said, looking back at the footage, it wasn't showing up properly on the screen, but probably the best time I had in a few years, to be honest. It just shows you how poor it's been around here recently. Because most storms that usually come here come through my blind spots, which is where I don't get really any view at all. But on Wednesday, it was from the weather window, my daughter's room, but you can see out for quite some distance. And it was just going across there nicely. No thunder, lightning, and hardly any rain for me. A little bit of a surprise because I wasn't really expecting it on Wednesday. Wasn't until I was picking my daughter up from school, my lightning detector going off. I was like, oh, look at all this in the Bristol Channel. Thought, that probably fizzles out by the time it gets up here. But it just continued and continued. Thought, bloody hell, maybe I should get a thunderstorm for the first time properly for a while. And it wasn't a bad one, actually. It wasn't like a one-strike wonder. There might be some images of the lightning strikes, maybe from one of the posts, which I shall show you in a few moments. Darn Storm Shield here, so straight and so close to. I don't know why I went American then. Do apologise for the accent. We had 5 strikes 20 miles away, wrapped in rain. Such a disappointment. It's still early season yet. Wait till we get the proper hopefully the proper summer thunderstorms. To me, what we had a couple of days ago was just like a big surprise. Right, I'm going to bring up the screen share and take a look, over to our Facebook page and show you the images from our Facebook page. But for that, I think we need some background sound. Let's bring that full screen. Good evening to Suit. I hope you are well, my friends. The closest to Laura was 8 miles away. Not fair. It will get closer, hopefully, for you this year. Excuse me. Right, this is from. If you want to send your pictures in, go to our Facebook page where you can send your pictures in. So this is what I was mentioning about when I first saw it. Wasn't just like the other 1 or 2 lightning strikes. We had quite a few near the Bristol Channel, and they started to move towards the northeast in a band of like a score line of sort. So let's move across and have a look. So this is from Joshua Mail. I'm not sure where he's from, but I think that could be part of the system that came through. So that was the post I did. So it was this line here, which was causing these thunderstorms. These were progressively moving towards the northeast. What's Stormy doing now? Stormy's just messing around again, hence the noise. So yeah, here's when I saw this getting closer. This has potential heading towards me. So you follow that line there, if you follow the track. But it didn't quite actually go in that direction. It kind of starts more towards the northeast. It just came slightly to my south. So just south of the M42. This long line here is the A5, which goes from London through to Holyhead in North Wales. So this was the live I did. Obviously, I'm not going to show it all now, but this was from the weather window. I think it was around about the 5-minute mark I managed to get the lightning strike.
The rain starts to pick up again.
You'll see a lightning strike around about here.
I've got my pizza downstairs.
We talk about food again. What a surprise. Was it the 5-minute mark or where were we?
Oh, I was about to say I have another flash of lightning. There it was.
So yeah, you might have just caught it there. It was just in this little corner here. All the rest were just kind of blurred because I don't think the camera could focus properly, but there was a lightning strike just there. But there's plenty of thunder from that.
Flash of lightning. There it was.
This is from Bobby Hudspeth Pie. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. A lovely shower cloud just there. I don't know where you're from, but thank you for sending these in. Gordon as well. He was up in Preston. And also he caught a lightning strike from where he was. So unfortunately, I'm not able to chase, but this is the best I got from a full floor in Preston. So Liz, unfortunately, couldn't chase because she was on errands, but she was actually in between. When she finished errands, she was actually in between the two thunderstorms. That one was towards the Preston area, one that was coming through the Midlands, and Liz was actually in between the two. Let's have a look at these. This was Charm at 4:15, possible tornado. Let's have a look. Definitely a bit of updraft there. So that'll be feeding into the storm.
Look at the size of that.
That's what she said, but no, let's not make those jokes. So let's go back to the pics on our Facebook. So that was the another line of thunderstorm, which was stretching from Warrington up to Garstang in Lancashire. This is from I'm just guessing the heavy rain associated with the line precipitation. What close is going in? Wow, look at that for a shaft cloud. This is from Nick Livesey. Impressive looking shaft cloud on the southeast side of the storm, looking northwest towards Ingleton from Barnardswick. Now that is an absolute beauty. We just love it when storms get this photogenic. And also at the back end of this, on this, the storm that went through the Midlands, a martyr's cloud spotted here in Hucknall, Nottinghamshire, after a thunderstorm. This is from James Prusler on the at the back end of this storm as well. So some beautiful structure to these clouds. That was from our own Laura, who's watching. Some of Martha's clouds there. A wet window there from Francis James Ricky. And I went all Bianca on the onion hole then, sorry. Ricky! You can actually see the swelling that's just there. Thank you for sending these in. And look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Oh my God, no editing, straight from my phone, and what a sky in Salterforth. Absolutely stunning. Excuse me a second, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, as these progressed towards the east, they literally then died a death as it got to around about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. So it was a line of thunderstorms. This would have been the one that affected where Gordon was towards that Preston, like through the M6 way. But around at the same time, all this storm activity just died a death at the same time. So even then, at 5 to 7 when I posted this, these were like in the last 30 to 60 minutes. So nothing was registered after that. And that would have been the storm near Gordon. So that was from Jack March with a beautiful lightning strike there. Thank you so much for sending these across. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I got it quite a few times there, Jack March, if you're watching back. Wow. Let's go back now because it's the first time I've seen these. Another one there from Jack March. Look at that sky as well. Was that from the past few days? I'm not too sure, but look at the structure on that. Absolutely incredible images there from Jack March. Thank you so much for sending these in. That was from our Liz. I think that's what she could see at the time. So yeah, as I mentioned, Liz said she was actually in between the cells where Gordon was and where I was. These are the tops of these storms here with a nice anvil there. I believe from what Liz said, this was actually the one that went through the Midlands. And this one here is the top of what went through like the Preston area up to like the M6 way. So poor Liz hadn't seen anything. She was a bit upset because me and Gordon had something. And there's beautiful rays as well in that image. I think she might have been in the Derbyshire Dales at the time this was taken. And that's from our Laura. That's a beautiful picture, Laura. My phone was that crisp and clear. I think I need an upgrade. I think I've got an iPhone 4. I think it's that bad. Which I don't think we've had my phone upgraded since before COVID. I think it's been that long. That was from Jonathan D. Thorson. Thank you so much for sending that in. And if these were the parts of the storms that affected on Wednesday. We'll just look at when these thunderstorms are happening. Back up there, but that was threatening to come down. And that's the end of that. Thank you so much for those people that sent them in. Why is that still playing? There we go. I'm not sure if that was still making a sound then, but it was on my screen there. Yeah, again, thank you so much for people that sent the pictures in. It was just, as I was expecting like storms on Wednesday, but Mother Nature can be beautiful and mean sometimes at the same time. But yeah, great pictures, as James said, one of our mods. I think I've seen you coming, have I? Good evening to you, James. Hope you're well. There you are. I've seen you. Evening, Michael. No storms appeared. Did have a crazy hail shower today, mind you. Big pea-sized ones too. Wow. Yeah. What's that? 80 supermarket background music still going strong? No. You're probably too young to. Well, you are too young to remember because I know you. It's from Tony Hart's Smart Art, maybe, or something like that. It's what he used to play when he used to show people their drawings are sent in at the time. I think a few might know that in the comments. Good evening to Matthew, Frog Legs Matthew. Hope you're well this evening on this Saturday. The gallery music, I think it was, yes. Some nice feedback there from the pictures that we just saw. By the way, storms are not my strong point. Don't worry. Shame there's no storm here in Essex. You never know what this year could bring. Settling down for the rest of April. It seems to be a sign. We'll show you the latest from the GFS and the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts. Thank you for the bless yous after me sneezing. Plug in air fresheners, make me sneeze. I think work makes me sneeze. I must be allergic to it. Awesome lightning. Yeah, there were fantastic lightning pictures, those, weren't there? Though on the proper camera, that was Glencoe Lochen trial in March. Yeah, absolutely stunning photos there, Laura. Thank you so much for sharing them. Good evening to Scorcher One. Hope you are well. Right, let's take a look at the facts charts from the good old Met Office. And I turned the screen share off, didn't I? Let me bring that back up. So let's put me away from there, put up full screen so you can see it more clearer. So the facts charts from the Met Office from lunchtime today. We've got an area of high pressure sitting towards our southwest. We've got a few troughs running through some parts of the UK. We've got this small occluded front towards Scotland at the moment. And these little troughs have been given a few showers today. Nothing like what we had on Wednesday, but there's been quite a few little showers about. Going into tomorrow, Sunday, the high pressure continues its journey across the UK. By the time we get lunchtime tomorrow, it's set in the Irish Sea. And well, the signs there could be some showers affecting parts of Scotland there through tomorrow. Maybe coming down parts of the east coast during the day. Heading into midnight into Monday. That high pressure decided it's had enough of the UK already, so it's pushed itself towards the east of Iceland. We're in a slack, shall we say, northerly airflow. Still some weather fronts there, could produce some showers there for parts of Scotland. Maybe some down the eastern coast. Going into Monday, high pressure towards the east of Iceland. And we get to the winds in from the east, but things are very, very slack. There's some weather fronts there, could produce some showers, mainly for Scotland, maybe parts of northern England, but possibility down the eastern coast as we head into Monday night. So there's the feature there that could produce some either band of showers or perhaps a spell of rain there, perhaps down towards the East Anglia and South East. But at the same time, high pressure established itself just to the east of Iceland, and we're starting to pick up this easterly flow at any time of year. It's not exactly a warm direction. The winds coming off the North Sea. We could be dragging in quite a lot of clouds, maybe some har and fret across eastern areas. In this kind of setup, west will be best for any sunshine, especially of the Lee of Hills. Then going through into Tuesday, We're maintaining those easterly winds, and Wednesday as well, we're still in that east, maybe could be slightly picking up a southeasterly. We have high pressure still towards the east of Iceland, well, between Iceland and the Faroe Islands. And just need to keep an eye on this down towards the south there, which could thicken the cloud up towards the southwest. It could produce some rain as it approaches the southwest. But how far that north that goes, time will tell. This high pressure, there's a good chance of keeping everything at bay and just keeping these weather fronts just confined to the far southwest of the UK. While we're on the Met Office, have a look at the UKV. Let's have a look at the rainfall for the next week or so. So there have been a few showers around during this afternoon. They'll continue to progress towards the southeast. More or less died a death. A few could continue there for Scotland during the night, and more of an organised band going towards the northeast of Scotland through Sunday. There'll be a few scattered showers there, maybe for northern England through Sunday, and still towards parts of Scotland, north and east of Scotland as well. Going through Monday night, there's more bit of an organised band heading in towards Scotland, northern England, as the winds change to more of a northeasterly to an easterly. So that'll be bringing in quite a bit of clouding from the North Sea, bringing us a few showers across the UK. They'll start to move towards the west-southwest as we're heading to Tuesday. Then Tuesday is looking mostly fine and dry away from parts of Western Ireland. Then with high pressure in charge, we're looking virtually dry across the board. Let's move on to the GFS. Just give me a second. So my voice is going. So moving on to the GFS, we've got both model runs up there. The one on the left is from lunchtime run, the 12Z, and the one on the right is from this morning's run, the 6Z. So let's go run these side by side, see if there's any differences between. They're both in agreement for the next few days, with high pressure moving up across the UK and establishing itself across to the east of Iceland. So up to Wednesday so far. Both actually look very identical, to be honest with you. We're in a bit of an easterly flow there. We've got low pressure towards the southwest of Ireland. Could be quite strong winds there, especially for Ireland there, maybe for 7 counties of England. Further north you are, close to the high pressure, lighter winds. Then they both have that low pressure moving back out towards the Atlantic as we head into Friday. We've still got that high pressure on both the model roads, even up to Friday. So good agreement there, even about a week out. With the high pressure moving up towards Greenland, could start picking up a bit of a northerly flow there, a north to northeasterly flow. Then we'll have low pressure coming through Scandi. So there could be quite some strong winds down some northeast coast, and even heading into what we're looking at day 8. It's amazing to see that both model runs from this morning and from lunchtime are virtually identical. So it starts high pressure in charge up towards the north. And this way, there's a bit of a difference there. This morning's run has this high pressure extending up towards Scandi, but this high pressure latest run that has the Azores high extending across up to Scandi. So it's just that subtle difference there of the feel, especially as we head into days 9 and 10. So let's go up to Wednesday. So this one here does have that Azores high extend up towards Scandi. So we're still in a bit of a northeasterly flow just there. This has more high pressure from the Azores, and it's more centered towards the southwest. So both in agreement that high pressure is over the UK, but it's just where it's sitting will be important. Then going into Friday, the 1st of May. Well, whoops, Friday the 1st of May. That'll soon come around. This morning's run still has high pressure set over the UK, but this has low pressure up towards Iceland, and that'll be bringing a few weather fronts, especially across Scotland there. And they've moved that forward. Does that bring that down? It does. So into the extended range, so we're talking 15 days away. Still, this morning's model run suggests high pressure firmly set on top of the UK. And the latest run has low pressure up towards the north, bringing in this north to northwesterly flow, bringing in plenty of showers with high pressure out towards the Atlantic, extend up to Greenland. Let's get towards the back end of this run. So it still has quite fairly deep low pressure over towards Norway. Still got this strong northerly flow effect in the UK with high pressure in the central Atlantic. But this morning's run still has high pressure set over the UK, so that's where the difference is. But virtually leading up to at least days 8, 9, 10, the GFS 6Z and 12Z has things virtually the same. And it's right at the back end of the storm, which you would expect differences going that far ahead, where one is showing high pressure across the UK, keeping things mostly dry. This one has northerly airflow, perhaps plenty of rain or showers in that feed, keeping things relatively cool. So let's look at these temperatures for the next week till next Friday. So we've done today. So tomorrow we're looking temperatures around about 12, 13 degrees, called up towards Scotland, perhaps just getting into double digits for some areas. Then Monday, we're looking at temperatures ranging from about 7 in the north down to about 14, maybe 15 down towards the south. But if you've got plenty of showers around, temperatures will be on the cool side. And this, at this time of year, is where cloud amounts will be important. So if you've got fairly decent sunshine, temperatures will be into the mid-teens, but where you're stuck under the clouds, especially with the south wind coming off the North Sea, temperatures will be struggling to get into double figures, really, maybe topping up about 10 or 11 at best. And going into Wednesday, temperatures again into the mid-teens, shown on both model runs. And again, it depends where this cloud is sitting on the eastern coasts. So temperature virtually the same. We're looking around at mid-teens in the sunshine. If you're stuck under the clouds, we're looking at barely getting double figures. Again, that suggests there could be some more precipitation or more cloud. Temperatures struggling to get into the double digits as we head into next Friday. Let me just pop my head back into the comments. Good evening to 8 Red Devil. Wintry showers for high ground tonight. Actually, let's have a look. Where's my tab gone? So we've got the latest. So I can tear that chart off there, not that. There we go. Just bear a second. Just need to let a big cat through it. Gee, what's story gone? She's gone quiet. About 10 minutes before the live, she was climbing up the settee beside me. Right. So yeah, temperatures towards North of Scotland down to 3-4 degrees. And as we head into the early hours, temperatures could be around freezing. Bring up the precipitation type. So yeah, there's hints there. Could expect some winter showers towards the far northwest of Scotland. So I always get used to confused. Is it Paul James or James that lives up in the? I think it's James that lives up in the north of Scotland. We've seen more snow than I've probably seen in my lifetime. So you could get some more wintry showers from where you are. I don't think it's expected to accumulate. Let's have a look. No, it's not showing any accumulated snow up there. I then realised I'm not showing the images there, so I do apologise. So I've done it again, haven't I? I've actually talked away and not shown you the... Let me just show you what I was looking at. I can't believe I've done it twice in about 3 weeks. So yeah, there's a few wintry showers expected for the northwest of Scotland shown just there, but it's not going to settle. Right, what we know, 22:09 here on a Saturday night. We've currently got a massive 5 people watching. I hope you're all enjoying your Saturday night so far. Liz said Sunday night then, because I'm so used to doing Sunday night lives. We've done that. So next, let's move on to the ECM WF weekly anomaly charts, see what they're showing for the next 6 to 8 weeks. So this is the average over the week. So this is the mean sea level pressure chart from the 20th of April through to the 27th of April. And this has high pressure up towards Iceland, which was showing actually on the GFS model charts and the FACS charts as well. So in that bit of an easterly flow during this time, could be northeasterly at times, low pressure out towards the Azores. As we head into the 27th through to the 4th of May, still has that high pressure up towards the north, but also has higher pressure over towards Europe as well. So in that flow, we could be stopping a bit of an easterly, maybe a southeasterly. If the high pressure sits in the right place, that could drag up some warmth from the Med. The 4th of May through to the 11th of May has low pressure out towards the southwest. That, again, could be still bringing an east to perhaps southeasterly flow if the winds do tilt more towards the Med. What has just happened here? Oh, so the plot and whiskers chart just came up there. The 11th of May through to the 18th of May has low pressure over the UK, so that'll keep us unsettled, really, if that was to come off. The 18th of May through to the 25th, there's not really any clear signal there, just high pressure towards the Med and towards the south of the Azores. And finally, there's no clear signal again for the end of May. Right. We're going to look at the same maps again, but this time the precipitation. The 20th through to the 27th of April with high pressure control. No surprise, we're much drier than average across the board. The 27th through to the 4th of May is drier towards the south and wetter towards the north. 4th to 11th has us virtually average across the UK. The 11th to the 18th has us wetter than average for England and Wales, which was shown with that low pressure over the south of the UK. Average for the 18th to 25th and the 25th to the 1st. And finally, with these charts, we're looking at the 2-meter temperature. And not so much of this recently. We actually look for this coming week, 20th to the 27th of April. We're looking cooler than average. So perhaps hint there of perhaps being 1 to 3 degrees below average. The 27th of April through to the 4th of May, we're looking around about average, perhaps slightly colder towards the north of Scotland. The 4th to the 11th of May, we're looking warmer than average. Looking average for the 11th to the 18th. Looking warmer than average for the 18th to the 25th. And finally, 25th through to the 1st, we are of May to June, looking slightly warmer than average. And that will conclude the UK charts. Notice that the comments have gone very quiet recently. I'm just going to have a sip of a drink because I'm feeling very dry. Just bear with me. It's just unreachable. I had to keep off the floor because Stormy was messing around under the sofa. Unfortunately, my can's got a bit of a dent in it. I don't know if you can see how much it's risen there. So my thing hasn't really opened up much. And not much drinking. Pepsi Max, strawberries and cream, which is beautiful. I'm one of those people that go into like one of those restaurants like a Toby Carvery where you can mix your own drinks with the flavors. I always put vanilla and strawberry in mine. And it's just nice for them to do the drink with strawberries and vanilla in it. Anyway, go off a tangent. Let's go over to America. Was mentioned earlier on that it was very active last night. There's just so many warnings, so busy on there last night. But things are a little bit calmer today. Lost my tab. There we go. So yesterday we did get up to moderate level, and don't we know it as well how busy it was. Excuse me. I think I swear one point there was like about 21 tornado warnings out in force at about the same time. It's just really incredible to see. Excuse me, popping up every like few seconds. Tornado warning issued. It's like blimey. I did actually watch Ryan Your live last night. I think it was Brad Arnold that actually on his feed had re-timmered on a Dominator, actually intercepting a tornado as we was watching it. And I've actually seen the clip from Reed Timmer of the Dominator inside that tornado as well. Very impressive. If you look up Reed Timmer, you'll definitely see it on. I think it was on his Facebook page. I saw that image on. Right, today's risk Saturday. There is a slight risk up towards Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania. So that's Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Akron, Erie, and Canton. That's affecting 10.5 million people. In the slight, in the yellow area, and in the green, the darker green, in the marginal, there's just over 10 million people in that area. For tomorrow, let's take a look. Things are virtually quieter. Just going to be a few thunderstorms for the usual prone areas of Florida, southwest Texas, and up through North Carolina and up towards New York as well. Day 3, which will be on Monday. Again, it's quieting down actually after what's been a very busy week across the US. It's just a normal thunderstorm went up towards Texas, up towards northwest. Yes, my brain of the states there has just slipped out of my mind. Looking at day 4. At this stage, that'll be on Tuesday. The potential's too low. Day 5, the predictability is too low. But for day 6, there's already a watch actually at 15% risk. So what are we? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So at the moment, there's already a watch for Thursday. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. The uncertainties discussed for day 6 become greater on. So day 6, there's a possibility of a. So most substantial severe weather threat is anticipated on day 6, which is Thursday. The evolution of a mid-level trough still remains unclear, but an overall pattern feature broad troughing across the southern central plains, moderate to strong instability, and a sharp dry line could support at least isolated supercells Thursday afternoon to evening, and they've added a 15% area from western to central Oklahoma into southern eastern Kansas, where the severe weather threat seems likely, regardless of how exactly the mid-level pattern evolves. So that's something there. Keep an eye on. Day 6, Thursday, there's a potential. I've got anything for day 7. No, it's too low, and day 8 as well. So really, we're looking at a much quieter week, and possibly Thursday to keep an eye on. So that could get upgraded as time goes on. I just can't watch Reed Timmer. It's too shouty. He's just excited. I know what you mean, but that's just Reed. It's just his personality. My uncle is in the marginal. Hopefully he stays safe. I think I'm just going back into the storm prediction for today. Let's see what the threat is. Make sure I'm still in yet. So there's a slight risk of severe thunderstorms this afternoon for cross parts of the upper Ohio Valley and the lower Great Lakes region. So widely scattered strong to severe thunderstorms capable mainly of damaging winds were possible today across the upper Ohio Valley and lower Great Lakes. So what's the hail threat with that? So there's not much of a hail threat with that. It's about 5% probability for those highlighted areas. The wind is more of a concern with this. There's 15% probability of damaging thunderstorm winds gusting to 50 knots or higher within a 25-mile of a point. And tornado, no, it's not tornado risk, less than 2% in all areas. So I'm not expecting a tornado at all today. I said it's much, much quieter. I've lived in the UK for 21 years now. I'm actually from America. Oh, I never knew that, James. Which part of America are you originally from? Don't think I would ever miss the weather. Well, he seems to be getting plenty of snow. Just got to bring up the banner. So we're just going to start winding down now because we've gone through everything we need to go through so far. Well, today or in. So, yeah, that's going to be our first live of many to come on a Saturday night. Yeah, probably awesome to see a tornado. Liz actually been on a storm chasing, I think it was Brandon Kopic. I think she said she went with across America. She saw a few tornadoes. What about seeing America? Where's you from, James? Just a little north of Anchorage, so Alaska. Wow. So you must be used to the cold and snow then, I would guess. Thank you so much, Laura. Right, so I'm going to start winding up now. So thank you so much for our mods, Paul James and James, to keep an eye on things in the background. Thank you so much for your work. So yeah, we're looking at, like in the US, we're looking at much quieter weather for this coming week. High pressure will be in charge, but mainly towards the north. It's just where that high is going to probably sit in the next few days too, which will determine of how warm it will be and how much cloud there is. It's just cloud amount, especially this time of year. If you're underneath prolonged sunshine, you just know if the sun's been as strong as it is at the end of August at the moment, it's just feel pleasant. But if you're stuck under cloud, it's just going to feel a bit of chill in the air. But then again, it's not pouring down rain. Definitely much drier week than what we had during winter, really. Alaska's a bucket list for a place long time. Yeah, not many tornadoes that far north. No. Thank you, Paul James. Live stream. Thank you so much. Hello, Matthew, and goodbye. Games we're about to leave for tonight. Thank you so much for coming in, Matthew. Right, as I said, thank you for joining me on this Saturday night, where the streams will be regular from now on due to my shift pattern changes at work. And hope you enjoy your week and take care. See you next Saturday from 8 p.m. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Catch up with you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.